Hello friends, welcome to PsycheSeek. Today, we're diving into the mystery of how the brainiacs of the world keep their motivation and productivity at peak levels. Have you ever wondered how smart people manage to stay on top of their game, even when the going gets tough? We've got the secret sauce, and it's not as complicated as you might think. So, if you're ready for a hefty serving of some brain-boosting insights, then you're in the right place. And while you're here, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing psychology content. Now, before we spill the beans, why don't you take a wild guess at what some of these top 7 things might be? Go ahead and pause the video while you think about it. Okay, ready to delve into the minds of the intellectually inclined? Well, buckle up because we're about to get brainy. So, what exactly are we talking about when we say motivation and productivity? Well, think of motivation as that friend who drags you to the gym at 6 in the morning and productivity as the satisfying burn you feel after a good workout, minus the actual physical pain. Pretty picture, isn't it? Now, let's break it down. Motivation, in a nutshell, is your personal cheerleader. It's that driving force that puts the go in get going. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning, helps you face that pile of laundry, or powers you through that last set of burpees. It's like a caffeine boost without the jitters. On the other hand, productivity is the fruit of your labor. It's the measure of how efficiently you use your time, energy, and resources to get things done. It's the feeling of accomplishment you get when you check off tasks from your to-do list. It's like the high score in your favorite game. Only in this game, you're leveling up in life. So, why are motivation and productivity especially important for those with a voracious intellectual appetite? Well, when you're passionate about learning, exploring, and pushing the boundaries of your knowledge, staying motivated and productive becomes essential. It's like the fuel that keeps the engine of your brain running at full throttle. You see, smart people understand that consistent motivation and high productivity are like two sides of the same coin. One feeds into the other, creating a virtuous cycle of learning, creating, and achieving. It's not just about being busy, it's about being busy with purpose, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to make a meaningful impact. So how do these intellectual dynamos keep their motivation revved up and their productivity in high gear? Well, it's not by accident. It involves a strategic blend of habits, techniques, and mindset shifts, which we'll be diving into next. Sounds simple, right? Let's find out how the brainiacs manage to keep these two balls juggling. Let's dive into the top 7 things that smart people do to keep their motivation and productivity levels soaring higher than a caffeinated eagle. First up, we have the power of routine. Smart folks know that a solid routine is like a well-oiled machine. It keeps everything running smoothly. Picture this. You wake up one morning and decide to skip breakfast to save time, only to find yourself at 10 a.m., stomach growling like an angry bear during a meeting. Yep, routines, even the mundane ones, have their purpose. Next, we have the beauty of breaks. No, smart people aren't just lazing around, they're giving their brains a much-needed reboot. Consider it like a high-performance sports car. You wouldn't keep it revving at high speeds all day without a break, right? Well, your brain is essentially the world's most sophisticated engine, and even it needs some time to idle down and cool off. On to number 3, smart people set smart goals. That's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's like asking a genie for a wish. You need to be very specific, or you might end up with a mountain of gold in the middle of the Sahara. The more precise and realistic your goals, the better your chances of achieving them. Moving along to number 4, we have the learning loop. Smart people have an insatiable thirst for knowledge. They're like knowledge vampires, always on the prowl for something new to learn. This continuous learning fuels their motivation, keeping their intellectual engines revving. Next up is social synergy. Smart people know that great minds think alike, and sometimes they need to hang out with other great minds to get their creative juices flowing. It's like a meeting of the nerd minds where ideas bounce around like hyperactive ping-pong balls. Number 6, health is wealth. But we're not just talking about physical health here. Smart people understand the importance of mental health too. They're like mental health warriors, armed with a balanced diet, regular exercise, and mindfulness practices. They know that a healthy body and mind are the keys to staying productive. Finally, at number 7, we have reflection and adjustment. Smart people understand that success isn't a straight line, it's a winding road with plenty of detours. They regularly take time to reflect and adjust their strategies, much like a scientist tweaking an experiment after observing the results. So, we've discovered 7 habits of our intellectual superheroes. But how can we mere mortals incorporate these into our lives? Fear not, fellow knowledge seekers. You don't have to be an Einstein or Nikola Tesla to adopt these habits. All you need is a dash of determination, a pinch of perseverance, and a sprinkle of self-belief. Now let's talk about how to incorporate these habits into your life. First off, try setting up a routine. It doesn't have to be rigid. Think more along the lines of a flexible framework. And remember, even the smartest people take breaks, so schedule in some downtime too. Next, start setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These aren't just fancy words, they're a roadmap to success. And while you're at it, why not make learning a lifelong pursuit? Pick up a book, listen to a podcast, or watch a documentary. Knowledge is power after all. Don't forget to interact with other bright minds. Networking isn't just for business moguls, you know. And keep in mind that your health is your wealth. So, eat right, exercise, and don't forget to take care of your mental well-being. Finally, make reflection and adjustment a part of your routine. Think of it like being a scientist conducting an experiment. You need to observe, analyze, and tweak your strategies for the best results. And believe me, I've been there. I've tried, failed, and succeeded at these strategies. In my experience, the most important thing is to keep going no matter what. Also, write these actions down and tape them to your mirror or somewhere you'll see them each day. A lot of us need constant reminders until we get into a routine. Remember, the path to becoming a smarty pants is not a sprint. It's a marathon, so take it step by step. Staying motivated, especially after a setback, can be challenging but crucial for long-term success. The key is to embrace resilience and view setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities. Start by acknowledging the slip-up without self-judgment, understanding that it's a natural part of any journey. Reflect on what led to the derailment. Was it external factors or perhaps a goal that was too ambitious? Use this insight to recalibrate your approach, setting more manageable, incremental goals. Rekindle your motivation by reconnecting with your original purpose. Why did you start this journey? What are the deeper aspirations driving you? Also, consider creating a support system, whether it's a mentor, a peer group, or a community that shares your goals, as they can provide encouragement and accountability. Lastly, maintain a positive but realistic mindset. Celebrate small wins and progress, no matter how minor they seem, as these are the stepping stones back to your path of productivity and motivation. By adopting a growth mindset and being adaptable in your approach, you can overcome setbacks and sustain motivation over the long haul. Alright, fellow brain enthusiasts, let's quickly recap our SMART habits. Routine, breaks, SMART goals, learning, socializing, health, and reflection. Sounds like a mouthful, right? But worry not, here's a catchy mnemonic to help you remember. Reboot smartly, learn, socialize, healthify, and reflect. Now, just like how every snowflake is unique, so is every brain. What works wonders for one may not do the same for another. So, feel empowered to mix and match, tweak and twist these strategies to fit your unique style and needs. Remember, the goal isn't to transform overnight but to take small, steady steps toward a more motivated, productive you. So don't rush it. Take your time, try these strategies, and let us know how they work for you. And as we wrap up, here's a little food for thought. The road to success is always under construction. Give these a try and let us know how they work for you. Remember, every brain is unique, so don't hesitate to tweak these tips to suit your style. Well, that's all for today, folks. But don't fret, PsycheSeek has plenty more brainy content for you. If you loved learning about the top 7 things smart people do to stay motivated and productive, you'll surely enjoy the rest of our content. It's like a buffet of knowledge, and you're invited to serve yourself as much as you want, as often as you want. Did you know we have videos on everything from the psychology of procrastination to why life feels short? Yes, we're all about diving deep into the human mind and understanding what makes us tick. So if you're a fan of unlocking the mysteries of the brain, you definitely want to stick around. We also love hearing from you. It's always fascinating to learn about your experiences, your challenges, and your triumphs. So, don't be shy. Drop us a comment and let us know which of these top 7 things you're planning to incorporate into your life. Or maybe you have some productivity and motivation strategies of your own. We're all ears. And while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button? It's a small click for you, but a giant leap for our community. Not only will you be the first to know when we release new content, but you'll also be part of a growing community of lifelong learners just like you. Sharing is caring, as they say. If you found this video helpful, Consider sharing it with your friends, family, or colleagues. Who knows, you might just help someone find the motivation they need to achieve their goals. Plus, it's always fun to have a discussion with others about what you've learned, don't you think? Remember, the journey to self-improvement and lifelong learning is not a sprint but a marathon. It's all about taking small, consistent steps towards your goals. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. So here's to your journey. Here's to your thirst for knowledge and your insatiable curiosity. Here's to the smart choices you make every day to stay motivated and productive. And here's to the incredible things you'll achieve along the way. Until next time on PsycheSeek, keep seeking, keep learning, and stay brainy, folks.